Hi, so 2022 is over, and these are sort of things I've been collecting this year. Lots of vintage collection, especially of late because Stock Action Figures is really reducing the price of vintage collection. Picked up this one, really glad to have picked this either late last year or earlier this year. This was a really nice Return of Jedi Palatoy Imperial Command I picked up. Not much vintage this year, but you know, when you can find something affordable, you'll pick it up. This vintage collection, Mego Buck Rogers 1980, graded 80 by UKG. Picked that up. That Starfighter, already had one of those. These were sent to my channel kindly by a viewer of my channel. Very nice donation. Thank you very much. This Ahsoka, this is the second release. I missed the first release, so glad to have picked her up. These two are the Spanish figures I picked up. Both Attack Commanders, both versions, PBP and POC. This U graded, looks like the Spanish figure itself, AFA 85, bargain. This is another one I missed back in the day, so I'm glad to have finally got her in a reissue. These trading cards I picked up just yesterday actually, so that Mr. Spock PSA 1976 card, and this Empire Strikes Back 1980 graded 9. It's card 300 from the Empire Strikes Back line, Descent into Danger. So glad to have picked that up. Had a lot of hassle picking those up. That's the B-Wing pilot. I picked that up earlier this year. I think it's ATY. I think it's AFA graded as well. I picked up three vintage Merman figures. The blue one's French, the one at the bottom was Argentine, and that's the Taiwan. So there's the Argentine, he's a lot darker. I also picked up some vintage Mo2 along with the Mo2 Origins Skeletor. So that's the battle damage armor and the first version. So I got great prices for those two. Got those in the summer. Both are UKG. One's an 80, one's the 85. Beautiful figures. Such a classic villain figure. This phone keeps switching off. Kind of annoying. And there's the Origins with it. So this was a bargain. This I picked up as a UK CGC graded 8.0 comic. UK is the British Star Wars Empire Strikes Back comic. This was given to me by a friend on Instagram, very kindly donated to myself. I picked it up at Sandown Park. It's the 1980 wax pack of Empire Strikes Back cards. Picked this up quite recently. That's the graded Greedo Power of the Force 2 red card. Beautiful card. And it's just been redone in the Black Series, which you can pick up for £10 at Game. So I might have to pick that up. This is another Mo2 pickup. This is Leech. The figure's made in Mexico, but it's got US accessories. So this was made for the US market. It's graded 85, I believe, or 90 actually. Picked up this one. This was quite expensive. This was a Hammerhead, but it's got paint error sprays on it, so I had to pick that up. Excuse me, I just burped. A couple of loose Ovians, picked them up for a tenner the pair, bargain. This is the Masterverse Merman, and I picked that up just because I bought the 3 vintage Mermans, so I picked this one up at TK Maxx when it was on sale. Great figure. This Klaatu Skiff on Trilogo cards was the last vintage figure I picked up this year. Beautiful carded figure. So picked that up. I mean, these days vintage is quite expensive, so you've got to be quite selective, especially when you're buying mainly on eBay. But it's a nice piece, really. Picked up this Argentine Stinkor to go with the Merman. I mean, they're basically the same figure, but body mold. But nice pickup. And then I picked up the Masterverse Stinkor as well. again at TK Maxx. Two great figures there. I'm quite hungover today. I had my New Year's night last night. I picked up these two Black Series figures. I've just reviewed these. These are the Cobb Vanth and Boba Fett Tython. Brilliant figures. So I've been buying loads of Black Series because it's all on sale at the moment. So you can pick up figures quite cheap or relatively cheap. And, you know, they just look so great. Picked up this one last week. This is the Medane in a baggie, Taiwan COO. Nice pickup there. Very cool. So you can see that on the back, made in Taiwan. Picked up, this came yesterday. This is the deluxe Monkeys headquarters. I'm a big Monkeys fan, so had to order this from the USA. $20 shipping as well. So, but it's limited to 4,000. So if I didn't make the move to acquire it, I wouldn't have got it because it would sell out. Picked up this at Sandown Park. It was already opened, but I picked it up for $5. I mean, it's quite an interesting pack. Picked up these at Entertainer when they were reduced to around, I think they reduced them originally to about £8 and then they dropped them to about $5. But nice figures there. That's another one. And then I picked up that at Sandown Park to open and review. And then I just picked up those Black Series